you go. Hey. Good evening, people. Thought we'd come and sit outside while Luna demolishes some roses. The other one is here as well. Woohoo! Although she wants to run around and chew the roses, but I don't want her getting thorns in her mouth. I think this one's thorn free. That's the thorn bird. If you know, you know. The Thornbirds. Old TV series. I don't know if anybody else remembers that, or if that's me really showing my age. Hi Chloe, my darling, how are you? Hello, hello. Good evening, how are you, my darling? Hello. Yes. Oh, somebody's happy. They're adorable, aren't they? How is Nico? How's Nico doing? No, B, that's Luna's. Have you tried Nico on fresh roses, Chloe? Luna has discovered fresh roses in the last 6 months or so. That's B's first ever rose petal. I'm not sure what you're going to make of that, B. You're not a bird. If she tears them apart, that's absolutely fine. Hello, Luna. You're going up on my head. Okay. Yeah, make sure it's a rose that's not had any herbicides, pesticides, no green fly remover, nothing. You need to make sure it's had no chemicals on it for the birds. That's the only thing. That's why I don't even use green fly remover on mine. Yeah. If I get a lot of green fly, I just get the hose out. Because that way they're okay for Luna. I'm now covered. Excuse me, down my top. Covered in rose petals. This chat is quiet this evening. I don't know why. Or have I still got it on sub chat? I might still have it on sub chat from earlier. Tough if I have. This is Groot. Groot was in perfect shape when we found Groot last week in the charity shop. As you can see, Groot has seen better days already. Hasn't he, B? A very battered Groot. Look at his eyes. Thank you for the gifts, guys. Thank you, Lisa, for the wingmans. Hello, B. She's now attacking Groot. Dee-dee-doo. Oh, no, she's off. She's taking Groot off down the garden to destroy him. She's now wrestling with Groot on the grass. And as you can see, Luna is quite happy on my head, chewing hairbands. Luna, that's why I gave you... Oh, and Bee's back. Bee's back with Groot. She hasn't actually left Groot up on the grass. She's actually brought Groot back with her. I'm going to turn sub chat off because I wasn't actually intending on keeping sub chat on. So if I can work out how to turn it off, I will. But I don't know if I know how to. Subscription. Yes, there we go. Anyone can now chat. Sorry about that, guys. Anyone can now chat in the chat. B, what are you doing? What are you doing to that poor toy? B. I give up with this dog sometimes. Good evening. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Luna's just hanging around in my hair and doesn't want to come down. Can you hear her? She's like, no, Mum, I'm happy. There you go. Panaunda, Cyprus. Oh, it's been very funny here, Amanda. We've had everything from a few drops of rain to bright blue sky and sunshine to storm clouds gathering over there. I literally don't know whether it's summer or autumn today. It's literally coming and going so much. I literally don't know what the weather's doing. Panaunda is good afternoon. So I said good afternoon to you, Cyprus. Oh, I'm sorry, darling. Yeah, like this Potty even. Yeah, and then she jumps off and jumps on the iPad. Is my leg better? No. Is it getting better slowly? Yes. It's improving. It is improving slowly, yes. Good evening, Elsie. What's on my head? Well, there was a parrot on my head a minute ago. It's now just my hair. B has decided to crash out next to me. You're right. Yeah, my leg is sore, Chloe, but it is slowly improving. I'm pleased to say it is slowly improving. Ethan, DVT and cellulitis. Luna, why don't you fly away? Give kiss. Because I give good kisses. Is that why you don't fly away? Because I love you and give good kisses. There you go, guys. You heard it. She said give kiss. So I'm going to interpret that as she doesn't fly away because I give good kisses and I love her. Couldn't have asked for a better timing than that. Ow. Yes, I have my scan booked. I will tell you after I've been for it, but it's later this week. But I'm not going to tell you when, because if anybody thinks they know where I live, I don't want hassle. So I'm not publicising where I'm going to be when. So, yeah. So, yeah, as I said, it's improving slowly. It's still very red. And it's still ever so slightly warm to touch, but it's not as bad as it was. That is definite. Hello, Hayley. Good evening. What are you at? I think you mean where am I? I'm in my garden. Emma, it's likely because of my lack of mobility, because of my health, and the fact that in the last couple of months I haven't done loads as much as I used to. I'm also, since I moved, not climbing stairs because I was struggling so much with stairs. Now living in a bungalow, I don't have to struggle with climbing the stairs. You know, there's lots of different factors, but the biggest factor is I am less mobile than I used to be, and that is probably the main cause. Hello, Shelley. What is that? That is a parrot. Amanda, the bees have almost disappeared. Quite literally, the hole is there and I see a handful of bees. I maybe see 1 or 2 or 3 a day. I'm not seeing anywhere near the numbers I used to. Nowhere near the numbers. And basically, as the beekeeper I spoke to the other week said, I don't know anybody called Josh. As the beekeeper I spoke to last week said, they will die off naturally. The queen will lay eggs and then she will die. those baby queens will hatch, and when they hatch, they will develop and then leave this hive and go off and hibernate for the winter. And then once they've hibernated for the winter, they will start their own hives elsewhere, and this hive won't ever be used again. So later in the year or early next year, I can dig up this hive and have a look at it and then fill it in. Time and patience, Carrie. Time and patience. I've had Luna 7 years. Next week, 7 years on the 23rd of July. So is that next Wednesday, the 23rd? Does Luna hair pull? Yes. Not all the time, but she does. Where am I from? Originally from West London. They are lovely, aren't they? Yeah, I'm talking about Luna at the moment. This is Luna. Luna is a 7-year-old pineapple green cheek conure. Hello, CLA. Is that the official CLA? No, it's not. I didn't think it was. I had to look. Luna is lovely, isn't she, Carol? She is adorable. How do you get her not to fly away? Time and patience. Time, patience, bond, trust, learning. Hello. Here's the other one. Thank you, Mish. Hello. Hello. Mwah. Now you see her looking sideways up in the sky. That's her checking for any other bigger birds and things that she might be scared of. How old is Luna? She's already 7, Claire, but next week is her 7th birthday. It's her 7th adoption day. So I brought her home on the 23rd of July 2018, and she hatched sometime in April 2018. No, Luna is the parrot. My name's Annette, and this is Beatrix, or Bee. Luna, you're not going to pester Bee, are you? Yes. Luna, not a good idea. No, she's not on a leash. She's just happily sat on my shoulder. She can fly indoors if she wants to. Yes, can't you? Pumpkin. I wouldn't take her out and about without a lead on. She knows the garden now, and she's been into next door's garden, and she's been that side as well. If she was ever outside with me and flew, I would call her and call her and call her and do my best to find her, and she would come back to me. I would never go out and about with her not on a harness. There is a few drops of moisture in the air. Jordan, they're not necessarily a danger to her. However, she doesn't know that, if that makes sense. She is still on alert for them, even though she doesn't realise they're not actually a danger to her. Julie, thank you for the heart me. Leg is slowly improving. Thank you for asking, everyone. I'm not going to be on for ages, guys. Apart from anything, my battery is already on 28%. Was that 38? No, 28. My battery's on 28%. So I'm going to stay on for as long as the battery lasts. And then I'll be going off and going inside for the evening and relaxing. But while I was sat outside with these two, I thought I'd come on for a little bit. Of course she is, Cyprus. She's just not always in the room, as all my mods are not always in the room. They're not expected to always be around. What are you doing? There's definitely water in the air, and I think that's why she's hiding under my hair. She's dodging the raindrops. It's only a very light grey cloud. It's not heavy, so I'm not worried about moving myself. But she's hiding from the water, from the rain. How do you like hot weather? I don't. This is my perfect ideal weather at the moment. Sat with a cooler air. Love it. I hate the really hot weather. Luna is her name. What made me cut my hair short? A dare from somebody in the live. So I said, okay, I'll raise money for charity while doing it. So I got a pair of scissors out. That is what made me cut my hair. I literally cut my hair live. It's the way she just pops up suddenly behind my head, as if to say, I'm surveying my area. I'm surveying my kingdom. Teely, thank you for the Steve Wingmans. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Chio. Thank you. Mwah. Why am I damp? Ollie, that would be because there's been a little bit of rain falling where I am. Not much. Good evening, Jordan. We're actually all here. Bee's here as well. Kim, thank you for the heart me. I don't have a partner, Mark. Can she fly? Yes. She's a bird. She doesn't have her wings clipped. Yes, she can fly. Do you want your other rose? Are you after your other rose? Is that what you want? Do you want to attack your other rose? Yes, she says. I want to attack the roses. What's on my head? Well, there was a parrot on my head. Now it's just my hair. The dog is right here. Hold on. There she is. Looking at the roses. Woo-hoo. No, that's Luna's. That's called demolishing it, Luna, but that's what it's for. It's for you to shred. It's a half-dead rose anyway. Are you going to shred the rest of it, or are you going to choose some of it? She's like, oh yeah, I might choose some of it. I've got a few bits here that might be tasty. Oh, and now she's on the leaves. Okay. Yay. Guess what I'm doing later before we go in? Sweeping rose petals off the decking and off the furniture. There's a big pile of old rose branches and things behind me in the flower bed there. Alexa, cancel alarm. My alarm was going off. It's to remind me to take my next lot of tablets. So I'll take them when I go in. Good girl. Hello, my dear pumpkin. How are you? Yes, I am. Is that Connor? Yes. I'm on... I can't remember now. But yes, I'm on... Oh, sorry, Sarah. If anybody set their lovely Amazon A to have a timer and I just told it to cancel it, I do apologise. I'm very sorry. Do I have a new addition to the family? Well, she's not so much a new addition because I've had her for a couple of months now, but it's Beatrix. She is 5 months old next week. Thank you, Connor. That's the only problem with roses. Doing rose cutting and rose trimming without gloves on can leave you a little bit prickled. Thank you, Hayley. I love that. I'm not telling people when the scan is, Jen. It's just later this week. I don't want people to know that I'm out and about, where I might be, things like that at certain times. I want to keep some privacy and security myself. I hope you understand. If you don't understand, you shouldn't be here. That's all right, Jen. You got another baby feather, Luna. 2. Oh, wow. Baby feathers. Let me have a look. We've got new baby feathers coming through. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Really new baby feathers coming through. 1. So I knew about that one. But that one I didn't know about. So there's one medium one that's been coming in through a few days. But that one must have only just started in the last 24 hours, Luna. How clever are you growing a new tail at the moment? Well done. Mwah. So she's got 1 tail feather that's been growing for a little while, and she's got 3 tail feathers. Excuse me. Can you see? She's got her nose up my arm and sniffing and licking my arm. Hello. Can you meet me in real life? If you ever see me, you're very welcome to come and say hello. I have no problem with people coming and saying hello to me if they see me. How is Bee with Luna? Bee is still only a puppy. Bee is only 5 months old next week. She is still learning. She is very much into investigating everything. The thing about Luna is a lot smaller, but she is a lot more confident than Bee. So when Rebecca had them, when I was in A&E, Rebecca told me that Luna was on the floor with Rebecca's birds. Bee was in the room, and Luna chased Bee out the room. You heard me. Luna chased Bee out the room. Yeah. What age does Luna's species live to? So Luna is 7 years old, Chris. And they can live to be 25 to 30 years old. Thank you, Ellie. It's lovely, isn't it, Melissa? wish she doesn't pull on my hair quite so much when she's sitting in it. Come on, off the hair. She does love playing in my hair, and it's not my favourite thing. Mwah. Hello, Ruth. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay, thanks. The scan is to look at my leg for the DVT to see how big it is and exactly where it is. Yes, back she goes. I was ready for it. Where does Luna sleep at night time? In her cage. Yes, a blood clot, yeah. DVT is another way of saying blood clot. A DVT is a blood clot, but not all blood clots are DVTs. She's the only bird I have, yes. No, not worried. She won't fly away. Oh, I love rosellas. They're so colourful, aren't they? TikTok Queen later this week. I'm not saying exactly when. Yes, Melissa. She was 18 weeks old when I got her. We know she hatched in April 2018. We just don't know what date. So we celebrate her birthday as the date I brought her home, which is the 23rd of July next week. Yeah, I'm aware of that. Oh, kiss my axe. I'm so sorry to hear that. Cozy Bear, I love that. Luna is the queen, Bee is the princess, and I'm the chef. It's actually quite good. I don't honestly know what kind of roses they are, Dimitri. Honestly, couldn't tell you what type of roses they are. Old. And I'm trying to get rid of... There's a lot of dead wood in the roses. A lot of old growth, as you can see. So you can see there's a lot of chopped old stuff down there. What I'm trying to do over the next few weeks, months, is trying to trim them back slowly rather than hacking them right down to the root ball immediately. I'm trimming them back slowly, and I'm hoping that next year there'll be some new lower growth which will make them more healthy in the long run. So yeah, that's the plan. So my grandmother used to love roses, and that's where I get the love of them from my roses, for roses from my grandmother. Have I got any mods in the room at the moment? I am on blood thinners, yeah. I'm doing injections twice a day in my legs. Yeah. So the one this morning didn't bruise. The one last night did. You know, sometimes I'm bruising, sometimes I've not. But I've got two very heavy bruises on my leg from the ones on Saturday and yesterday. I am. So I'm very aware to make sure if I have breathing problems, the hospital told me if I have a breathing problem, I get there as fast as possible. Yes, she was earlier on. She was cuddling up to my leg earlier on, but that was more because she wanted a good cuddle and she was cuddling up on the footstool more than cuddling up to my leg, I think. Come on. Luna, I do really want you off my head. Come on. Come on. Yes, I know. I'm horrible for not letting you be where you want to be. Get my hair off your feet. There you go. I'm 51, Amber. Was it Amber? No, Amber, yes. Yeah, I'm 51. That's why you're grumpy, isn't it? Because you've got new tail feathers coming in. And that's why you're grumpy. Because they're irritating you a little bit, aren't they? Oh, careful. She has flown off a couple of times in the garden. She's done laps of the garden. She went next door. One of the first times she came out here. And she did the first big fly. She landed next door and was a bit nervous about coming back, so I did have to go and get her. But since then, she's done a couple of good laps and come back no problem. Even at 10 o'clock at night, a few weeks ago now, she came out here with me in the evening and she took off because it had been so hot during the daytime she hadn't been out. And then suddenly she just was like, I'm off. And she went round, she went next door, she did laps. And I really was like, Luna. And she just came back and landed straight on my head. Did I like the tennis final? No, Holly, I didn't. Actually, I did. I just didn't like the result. I wanted Alcaraz to win. I did. No, I don't. No, the wild birds don't come down anymore when she's out. No. By the way, talking about wildlife and noticing it, has anybody else caught just how many ladybirds are around this year? Has anybody else been surprised as just how many ladybirds are around? There are loads. I don't think I've ever seen a year with so many ladybirds. I mean, there was one sat on the water lily for the pond earlier. I rescued it so it didn't drown in the pond. I put it on one of the roses over there. Oh, Cozy Bay, thank you so much for the umbrella. Thank you. Luna. Yeah, no. These are the European ladybirds. I think they're called European. I think. Maybe I'll just call them normal ladybirds. Luna, let go. Come on, let go. So, I've got one foot. She's got my hair in the other foot. She's refusing to let go of my hair. Let go. You're trouble. You are trouble. What's on your head? Well, there was a parrot on my head. Now it's just my hair. No, I haven't done Slimming Well for a while, Kaylee. I will be going back to some sort of weight loss program at some point, but I'm not going to be going back to Slimming World, and I'm not putting the same pressure on myself at the moment. I'm looking after my mental health. I'm focusing on sorting out my mental health in quite a few ways that I'm not talking about on TikTok, and in doing that, hoping that my comfort eating, my eating habits and other things will change, and they are already starting to. If you can't sort your mental health out first, trying to then go on a diet with food problems when you haven't sorted your mental health out, it's like trying to plug a hole in a boat with soil. It just wouldn't work. Where's Bee? She's right here on my other leg, dozing in the sunshine. What did Judith say? Let's have a look. What did Judith say? Oh, somebody already muted her. I can't find it. Somebody must have muted her. Yes. Thanks, Pumpkin. The bird. Yeah, she's just on my knee. There you go. Mwah. Have I really got 726 people in the room? Bloomin' heck. How? Thank you, guys. Shame my battery is down to 12%. Do I have PCOS? Yes, I do. Thank you, Donna. Oh, thank you for the star. Who sent that? Cozy Bay, thank you. Thank you, sweetie. Oh, sorry, darling. Sorry, I caught a pin that wasn't ready. I'm so sorry. Yes, you have the right to be cross with me. I am so sorry. Is that one ready? Can I pick that one? Yeah, sort of. Sort of, Mummy, but I'd rather you didn't. There we go. It's that time of year at the moment when they've got lots and lots of pins and they can be a bit grouchy. But I didn't realise she was growing such a lovely new bunch of tail feathers. Mwah. Kaylee, you've got to focus on your mental health first. That's why I realised that if I didn't sort my mental health out, there's no point trying to sort out my weight because I just wouldn't cope with it. I'd encourage anybody to make sure they're in the right frame of mind before making a lifestyle routine change. I just feel that that's important. You've got to look at it as a lifestyle change, not just, oh, I'm going on a diet for a little while. Are you talking about PCOS, Anna? It's more than just that, but that's one of the parts of it. I have, my old doctor said to me she'd never seen a female with such high testosterone as I've got. How do I trust Luna not to fly away? It's the bond we've got. She's bonded to me. I am her flock. I am her world. And it's pure trust. Except when she pulls on my hair and bites me like this. Luna, come on. You're going to end up strangling yourself in my hair this evening. That would not be a good look. What's PCOS? Do me a favour, please use Google. I'm not talking about it this evening, so please use Google. She is making my hair a right mess, isn't she? Luna, come on. Off the hair. Off the hair. Off the hair. Come on. Right. Thank you. This one's being such a rat bag this evening, aren't you? Luna's like a child. Oh, she is, Hayley. Having a parrot is like having a toddler for 20 plus years. Because you have to remember they live for 25 to 30 years, Luna's breed. The bigger the parrot, the longer they tend to live for. So Luna's breed is 25 to 30 years of commitment. 10%. Right. Do I go inside and put the battery on charge and carry on the live, or do I end the live? What do you think? What do you think, guys? Carry on with the live or quit for the evening? It's only 7:10. I'll stay on for a while, but I will move indoors so that I can plug in the charger. Okay? And you might leave my hair alone if I put you on your perch. Then again, she just might come back and torture me. I almost feel cruel moving Bee. Oh, she's just lifted her head. Can you see her? Can you see how happy she is lying in the sunshine? So my leg is up on the footstool, as you can see. And she's got the perfect little balance and along the side of the chair, like so. I feel really rotten moving you, Bee. But if I'm going to get up and move, you can come and join me on the other chair if you want to and take that position up on the other chair. Alright? Come on. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Look at that very dozy dog. Oh, yawn. I'm sorry for disturbing you. Mwah. Oh. No, we're going to have to put you on there. Right. I'm just going to point the camera up at the sky for a minute while I sort myself out. Bee, no, we're going in. Oh, darling, she just tried to climb back into that space. Oh, my baby, I'm sorry. You want to come indoors and just curl up on the chair? Alright? You go on there, and if you want to come in, you can. Ow! You coming in? Okay. Right, Luna, you're coming in as well. I'm not leaving you out here on your own. Go on then, Bee. Go on. Right. Are you coming up or are you going to sit down there? Bee, do you want to come up? I think the iPad is on charge. Are you going back outside? Okay. I think that's on charge. Yes. Right. have a look. Sorry guys, just having a quick look at comments in case I missed anything I need to address or talk about or anything. No, don't think I missed anything important. If I did, please repeat it. Bee's just gone back to the bench out there and has just decided to curl up out there again. Cassie, lots of time, lots of patience, lots of time spent together, all that type of thing. Hello, you decided to come back in after all. I don't think you know where you want to curl up this evening, do you? Oh, you want your red duck. Okay, hold on, let me move this. There you go, you can get your red duck now. Go on, Bee. Do you want your duck? Bee, what's this? What's the duck? You were just trying to get it, now you don't want it. You do want it, you don't want it. You're not sure what you want. She's in one of those moods this evening where I don't think she quite knows what she wants. Does anybody else know what I mean? Yes, Luna going, kiss, kiss. Give kiss, give kiss. Give kiss. Kiss, kiss. Give kiss. Give kiss. Give kiss. She's a pineapple green cheek conure. Yeah, Kimberly, we've had a little tiny few spots of rain, but then it dried up again. It's like, at the moment, it's blue sky out there. The only reason I've come in is because my battery is nearly flat. Thank you for the heart, Miss Hayley and Emily. Thank you very much. Sherry, she was on one. She's now stopped. Is Luna free roam? So, Luna is allowed to roam around when I'm at home, not when I'm not at home. Also, she's allowed to roam around in the daytime only, not at night. At night time, she's in her cage and I know where she is. And it's for her safety, more than anything else. But in the daytime like this, as long as I'm at home, yep, she can roam around. I don't let her outside when I'm not around. So if I was off doing something, these doors would be closed. So she couldn't go outside if I wasn't aware that she was going outside. Bishop Beta, actually PCOS causes weight gain. It doesn't affect people of superior weight, it causes the weight gain. Oh wow, thank you Ember, thank you so much. That just made me jump. Ember, thank you. Hannah. So Hannah, let me explain something to you. When you have an underactive thyroid, which affects your metabolism, when you have PCOS, which causes insulin resistance, which causes you to put weight on, and when you have something like ME or another hidden illness, which causes fatigue and other mobility problems, weight is something that unfortunately tends to be less of an issue for trying to lose weight and more of an issue to try and maintain it and not put too much more on. However, I have been ill for 30 years, and over 30 years without having a great deal of mobility, you can end up putting a lot of weight on. Exactly, Kirsty. People just don't understand. And so they make assumptions that it's because of what you eat. I'm not somebody who eats regular McDonald's. I'm not somebody who lives on takeaways. Yes, like anybody else, I have takeaways, like anybody does. I don't live on them. She is very cute, isn't she? Mwah. But her claws are sharp. I have actually cut her claws yesterday, but in cutting her claws, the edges of her claws are sharp. Paula, I think I know my own health, Paula. No, I don't, Bishop Beta. And you know what? I'm getting rid of you. Bye-bye. Nice to know that another troll is out of the room for the evening. There we go. Blocked and muted. This one is trying to climb my back. Right, which side are you going? B, are you coming this side? You want this side? Okay, there you go. I thought you wanted the other side. Oh, B, I love you. Exactly, Claire. You maintain your weight rather than losing it. And with all the stresses I've had in the last year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, however long, it's a miracle I haven't put more weight on. She has got a lot of energy, Mary. She has. Right, my leg is now back up on the footstool. Excuse me for a second, I'm just going to blow my nose. That's better. Sorry about that. Hello. You're going to sit next to my leg again. So she just sat next to my leg. No, you're not climbing on the coffee table. You've been doing this all day. And she's climbing on the coffee table. No! Trying to nick the tissue I've just used. No, you're too good at that. How's Gorgeous Bee? She's fine. Literally she's just been using me as a climbing frame, as her mountain goat. Her mountain goat demonstrations. Estrogen does not cancel out testosterone. It doesn't one doesn't cancel out the other. Hayley, are you reading a certain book? Probably won't be doing it till September though, Hayley. I had a chat with a couple of people earlier today, and we might leave it till September. It might just be easier for people, what with holidays and things. Can you stop chewing my fingers? I'm rather attached to them. Thank you. She's definitely decreased her mouthing and her biting, but she's doing it when she's being determined, like at the moment, and in a playful mood. She's trying her luck. Ember, thank you so much for the flutterby. Thank you. I hope it helps you, Kimberly. Anything I've ever tried for my hirsutism is feminine facial hair. Anything I've ever tried hasn't worked. And that turns out to be because my testosterone is through the roof. So I wish you luck. I really do. I hope it works for you. It's why laser treatment didn't work for me, because although it worked, my hair grew so fast that it was back within a few days. No, that's an old picture of Beth, my Jack Russell that I lost last year. Tell me about your leg. Well, what do you want to know, Sam? What do you want to know about my leg? It's still in one piece, I think. What are you sorry about, Charlotte? Oh, you mean how old? You mean about B? About Beth? Sorry. Yeah, that picture there is my Jack Russell that I lost last year. B is 5 months old on the 18th. So in 4 days' time. So Monday, Tuesday, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, Friday. Friday she will be 5 months old. And next Wednesday is Luna's 7th birthday. Oh, is that what you're reading, Hayley? I thought you meant you were starting. I thought you were reading the book for the Bible study. I thought that was the book you meant. I didn't know you were actually reading the life of Beatrix Potter. I love that. I'm nowhere near the fish tank, so I'm afraid I can't show it to you at the moment. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. No. You do that again, you're on the floor. No, you haven't done that in a few days. Don't start that again. No. Right, you're on the floor. On the floor, I did say. She nibbled the back of my arm and then carried on nibbling my fingers. So no, when she nibbles my arm, then she definitely gets put on the floor after a second attempt. Yes, I moved back in November. Yes, I have, Picnic. I think it's really, really clever. Really clever. Pony Mum, she's got loads of toys all over the place. And I mean loads. She just likes to prefer to chew on me. Yeah, she's teething, Megan. She's teething. So she's at the age now where her baby teeth are starting to have the adult teeth pushing behind. So at 5 months is roughly when it starts. I do normally. It's just I don't have one immediately in my hand. So that's why I put her on the floor. Normally when I'm on my own with her and we're sat together, I normally have a toy next to us as well. I just, what with coming in from out there and everything else, I just don't have a toy with me. She's gone and curled up in her dog bed. It's better than it was, see. It's better than it was. It's still not brilliant, but it's better than it was. No, Emily, she has her own bed. Oh, brilliant, Charlotte. She goes to bed really easily. Catching her to put her to bed is another matter. Because she always has a burst of energy at bedtime. And she's like, catch me if you can. She knows it's bedtime. And she always turns bedtime into a game. What can she find? And can she run off with something? Are her favourite bedtime games. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Fade. I hope I've said your name right. Yes, Shannon. Yes. Charlotte, she does think it's playtime, but I deliberately don't chase her. I let her get it out of her system. Because if you chase them, they think it's even more of a game. Hayley, her birthday's not till February. Gonna have a little party for Luna's birthday next week. But Bee's birthday isn't until February. How long does it go on for before bed? Up to 10 minutes. Doesn't go on for ages. Sometimes I manage to catch her in here and take her straight to her cot. If she's asleep on me in the chair, I just pick her up and take her straight to bed. If she's been out most recently, if she's been out in the garden recently enough, if I have to take her out to the garden first, or put her out in the garden first, and she knows it's bedtime, that's when she really takes off and runs around. So it really depends on the situation just before bed. Yeah, not ages, no. It can get frustrating, especially if I'm tired physically and I just want to go to bed easily. And she's like, catch me if you can, kind of thing. Run, run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread dog. Well, she's not really gingerbread, but she's golden coloured like a loaf of bread. So, I mean, she could still be a baker. A baker's dog. Are you in your bed? Yeah, she's curled up in the bed. That rattle of a toy, I wasn't sure if it was her or Luna. That rattle of a bell was actually Luna, not Bee. And she's a chihuahua. Hi, Neve. I'm okay, thanks. How are you? Just realised I've given myself a lovely scratch on my finger here while I was doing the roses. I love that cookie. So mine isn't Beatrice, mine's Beatrix. Beatrix Potter is her full name. And I sometimes call her BB. So I've just remembered something I need to do. Bear with me 1 second, guys. Yes, it is Picnic, yeah. I love that. Sasha, Luna and Nala. Love that. Neve, is that a dog or a cat? No Picnic, just breezy. Just breezy. The rain tomorrow, though. What's the forecast for the next few days? I know there's a lot of mixed weather. Tomorrow, thunderstorms. Yeah. Thunderstorms and showers through the afternoon into the early evening. Wednesday, cloudy. Thursday, 26. Friday, 27. Saturday and Sunday, thunderstorms. Saturday and Sunday, both thunderstorms. Sunday's the worst. Monday rain, Tuesday rain, Wednesday rain, Thursday rain. Next week's going to be a wet week, and boy do the gardens need it. So I am not complaining. The water sound is my pond. Yes, Hayley. Just as school holidays starts. What did everyone have for tea? I haven't had mine yet, Picnic. I have a ready meal, ham hock in not a whole one, a ham hock something or other with a cheesy sauce or something, or a creamy sauce or something, with mashed potatoes and other veg. Ready meal, ready to stick in the microwave. It's another one from Typo, Charlotte. It's another one from Typo. Like my purpley lemon one. This is the black one with cherries. I do like Typo, yes, Liv. Hayley, luckily I don't live near enough to go once a week. I go maybe once every 2 or 3 months. They do, Jen. They need to grow up. Very definitely. Typo's a shop, Neve. Google it. Typo.com, I think it is, but I'm not sure. Nope, Joe. I've had this account for 3.5 years. 3.5? And it's grown a lot since I started coming live just over 3 years ago. But I've had the account I've had the account since lockdown. But I started on TikTok properly just over 3 years ago. Lex, good, thank you, Simon. Do you do much gardening, Luna? Not as much as I'd like to. I used to do, at my old place, I loved doing my front garden, which was all pots. And it was easy to do because they were all in one area. And it was all pots. And I won a silver and a silver gilt 2 years running doing the local Garden in Bloom competition. This garden is beautiful and it will look amazing over the coming years. This year I knew I wasn't going to do loads to it because having just moved in, I wanted to see what was here, what would come up, that type of thing. I need help to do some of my plans and put some of my plans into action because there's a lot of things I can't do, but I need to find a good gardener who can help me with them. First of all, the things I have managed to do have been amazing, like putting the pond in, making the pond 10 times better than the one that was here. I can't cut the grass, so it's out of the option for me to do the grass myself. It's just out of the question. I've got a raised bed just this side of the door where I stripped it of all the weeds and everything. I dug it through and I planted a whole load of bulbs and things, some of which have come up, some of which haven't. And next year I'll do some more for that flower bed, that type of thing. I've got some pots on the decking here which I've had for a few years. My potted roses and a couple of other plants on the decking are doing well. Some other plants that are around the garden, they're not yet planted in the garden, but they're still in the pots where I had them in the old place. Some of them are doing okay, some of them aren't doing so well. Some of them would benefit from being planted in the ground, but they're so big I need help to plant them. I did have a gardener come a couple of weeks ago, but I've decided I'm not going to use him again. The gardener was a retired gentleman, and he, for what he did in 2 hours, yeah, there's no point paying somebody £20 an hour if they work really slowly. They might be only £20 an hour, but they're so slow that it costs you a lot to do something simple. So I'd rather pay somebody £30 an hour who works a lot better and a lot faster. So I'm going to be looking for somebody younger who can do stuff more efficiently. So yeah, he didn't even manage to get the grass cut in those 2 hours. He did a little bit of weeding and cut half the grass. So he should have managed a lot more than that in 2 hours. So Riversong, the pond was a self-build, just pop together. No tools needed at all. The hardest part of putting the pond together was filling it. As in making sure I didn't spray everywhere else with the hose. The actual putting the pond together was easy. And yeah, it wasn't difficult at all. I don't think it was expensive, no. 300 on Amazon is normally $4.50, but it's 300 on Amazon at the moment. Lewis, from Amazon, it's made by Hoselock. Made by Hoselock, who are the hose company, who are the well-known hose company in the UK. So I'm just checking a text message, bear with me a second. Sorry guys, I just need to reply to this. Bear with me a minute. Sorry about that, guys. Is that true, Daisy? I don't know. Because it's the same price in a lot of shops, Daisy. It's $4.50 in a lot of shops. I've seen it for $4.50 in a lot of shops. So it's not just on websites where it's $4.50. So I don't know. I honestly can't answer that one. Yes, I've got 4 goldfish. So the goldfish were left here by the previous owners. And yeah. Luna's good, thank you, Tina Jane. Yeah. Luna's good, I'm good, Bee's good, we're all good. Oh, Daisy, I'm not saying no companies do it. Yeah, I'm not saying no companies do it. Do you ever have that feeling you've got something hanging out your nose, but you actually haven't, but you want to double check anyway, just in case? Oh, I'm going to pin that comment. Nobody mute it. Nobody mute it. This person says, you obviously don't need A&E then, a couple of days back. Blood thinning injections twice a day. There you go. That's what I'm injecting myself with twice a day to dissolve a blood clot. You know, that's what a deep vein thrombosis is, a blood clot. Antibiotics. Going back for a scan later this week. I have cellulitis and a DVT. So you know what, mate? Bye-bye. Absolute troll. Block. Oh, my alarm went off when I was outside. I've got to take my antibiotics. Maybe I should say thank you for the troll for reminding me to take them. Yes, they rang me this morning and I'm going later in the week. I will tell you afterwards, but I'm not telling people before when I'm going or anything like that, but I will tell you afterwards when I've had it done. So, unfortunately, I will have to leave Luna and Bea on their own for a few hours. Hopefully it won't be too long, because I'll be going for the scan. Hopefully I'll be home after only a couple of hours. No, not an MRI, an ultrasound. And it's just an ordinary ultrasound. I shouldn't need the dye. There are two types of scans, I believe, for blood clots and DVTs. I believe the one where they put dye in your system is included for when they need to look for something in your chest area and in your torso. But in your legs, now I might not have this 100% right, but this is my general understanding. When it's something in your leg, an ordinary ultrasound is enough. Yeah, Emma, that's what I mean, yeah. So, yeah, that's what I just said. You have dye in the one for your chest, yeah. Yeah, scan takes a couple of minutes, Pam, but I've got to stay to talk to one of the doctors. So that they can say whether they're happy enough, whether they feel I need to stay on the blood thinners for a while, how long it is before they want to see me again, all that type of thing. Or whether they're happy to discharge me to my GP to look after me. So, yeah. And that all depends how busy the emergency same-day treatment centre is. that will depend on how busy they are as to how quickly they can see me. Island Top Streamer suddenly says there's nothing wrong with you. Why? Are you a doctor? Do you know my medical records? Have you seen my blood test results? Have you seen my leg? Oh, funny how I've never met you. It's not the ER that I'm going to, Slaymosh. It's a emergency same day care unit, but it's not actually the A&E. Oof, that's not actually true. So they've said to me at the moment they'll be keeping me on them for the week, and then they'll be looking at the scan and deciding how long I need to stay on them for once they've seen the scan. Rebecca, thank you for the heart me. Craig, thank you for the heart me. Thank you, guys. Yes, it's still swollen, yeah. No cruises coming up. No, I've got nothing booked whatsoever. Right, it is 10 to 8 and I want to go and get some food. And I want to relax for the rest of the evening. So I'm going to disappear. So thank you very much, everybody, for being here. I can't believe there's still over 350 people in the rooms. Thank you very much, everybody. I will see you all very soon. I'm going to go and get some dinner and chill. Thank you, everyone. See you soon.